I designed a full SaaS dashboard and had the React code ready in the same session using an AI tool called Subframe. Today I'm going to walk you through how I built a fully production-ready SaaS dashboard from a blank canvas to clean React code using Subframe's AI native design tool. And I'm going to show you every step: the theme setup, the AI generation, the design edits, and the code output. Let's get into it. So what's Subframe? Subframe is an AI design and code tool built for teams who want to ship real UI without the handoff headache. The key thing that makes it different from Figma or any other design tool is this: every element you place on the canvas maps directly to React and Tailwind code, not AI generated code. Predictable code that comes out clean every single time. So what you design is literally what gets shipped. The design is the code. It's used by designers, developers, founders, and PMs. And today we're going to build something real with it. I'm going to design a customer support ticket management dashboard for a fictional SaaS product called ClearDesk. The first thing you do when you create a new Subframe project is set up your theme. And this is genuinely one of the things that sets Subframe apart, because you're not picking from a generic preset that makes your product look like every other SaaS tool out there. Inside the theme editor, you have full control over your color tokens, typography, border radius, shadows, all of it built on Tailwind tokens. So everything you define here flows directly into your code. You can go in and manually tweak each token, or you can use the AI, which is a faster way to get moving. You describe the feel of your product in natural language, and it applies a cohesive starting theme across the whole system. For ClearDesk, I want something clean and professional, slightly muted, trustworthy. I'm going to use the AI. Go for a slate blue primary color, increase the border radius slightly to soften the edges, and set the typography to something more editorial than the default. One click to apply, and instantly the whole component library updates to reflect that. Already it doesn't look generic. It looks like a product someone actually designed. With the theme set, let's create our first page. Hit new page, and you will see three options. Prompt the design you want, choose a template, or start from scratch. We are going to use AI. I type in my prompt: customer support ticket dashboard with an overview panel showing open, pending, and resolved tickets. A filterable ticket list with assignee, priority, and status, and a sidebar navigation. Hit enter, and Subframe generates multiple full page variations using your actual components and your actual theme, not generic placeholder UI. Your design system, your colors, your components. You can cycle through the variations and pick the one that best fits what you had in mind. The AI learns your style as you build, so the more you use it, the more on brand the outputs get. I'm gonna go with this first variation. I like the layout of the ticket list, and apply it to my main canvas. Now let's actually make this ours. Switch over to design mode, and you're in a familiar drag and drop interface. You've got your layers panel on the left, an insert panel for adding new components, and a properties panel on the right. You can multi-select, resize, reorder, all the things you'd expect from a design tool. One feature I want to show you specifically is contextual edits. Right-click on any element and you get an instant menu that lets you edit design properties right there in context, without having to dig through the properties panel. It's a small thing that saves a lot of time when you're iterating quickly. I want to change the priority badge on the ticket cards. I'll right-click, hit edit, and swap the color token from the default to the red 600 in our theme for high priority items. It instantly updates across every instance of that badge. And because Subframe uses a responsive canvas rather than an infinite canvas, I can see exactly how this is going to look in a real browser. No guessing about how the layout will behave on different screen sizes. I'm also going to ask AI to insert a date range filter above the ticket list. I'll just prompt it in line. Add a date ranger picker to the right of the filter bar. Done. It drops it in using an existing component from our design system. Everything stays consistent. Let me show you something that's genuinely powerful about Subframe. The component library isn't just a set of read-only UI elements. You can open any component, a button, a card, a badge, a model, and edit it directly. Change the variants, adjust the props, add new states. Every change you make to a component flows through to every page that uses it. I want to customize the ticket card component to add an unread indicator. So basically, I want the unread row to be highlighted. I'm going to open the component, add a Boolean property called has update, and just add a background color to the true state of this Boolean property. Then I'm going to close it. Now back on my dashboard, I can toggle that property on individual ticket cards from the properties panel. clean, reusable, and it's already reflected in the code. Apart from designing a project, you can also create an interactive prototype in Subframe. Here on the left, you can head over to the prototype page and just ask the AI what you're looking for. I'm going to make the ticket list rows interactive. So basically, they should be clickable, and once clicked, a modal page should pop up in order to show the details of each ticket. So I'm just going to ask the AI to do that. And there it is. Let's preview it. As you can see now, when I click on each row, this modal pops up with all the details needed. Subframe also auto-generates component documentation as you build, so you never have to maintain a storybook manually. Your design system and its documentation stay in sync automatically. Now let's discuss the code output. This is the part that actually changes the conversation with your engineering team. Switch over to the code tab and you're looking at clean, production-ready React and Tailwind code. No AI involved in this step. It's a direct deterministic mapping from what you designed. Every layer, every component, every spacing decision is reflected exactly in the output. You can inspect individual elements to see their specific code in context and copy just the parts you need. Or you can export the entire page to your IDE or push it directly into AI coding tools like Cursor or Cloud Code through Subframe's MCP server integration. That last point is worth saying clearly. The handoff is over. Engineers don't receive a Figma link and try to recreate something. They pull the actual front-end code that was produced by the design, hook up the business logic, and ship it. What you design is what goes to production. Once you're happy with the design, installing Subframe into your project takes a couple of CLI commands. Your code lives locally in your codebase. No platform lock-in, no black box. It fits into modern stacks like Next.js and Vite. It's built on open source libraries React, Tailwind, TypeScript, Radix, and you can adopt it incrementally so you don't have to migrate your entire project to start using it. And if you're working with a team, Subframe supports real-time multiplayer collaboration. Designers and engineers can view, comment, and work on the same file simultaneously, with everyone looking at the same source of truth, not a design file in one place and a code base somewhere else. That's Subframe, a design tool where what you build is what gets shipped. No interpretation, no back and forth. No, it looked different in Figma. Just clean, production-ready UI that goes from your canvas to your codebase in one straight line. You can use my special promo code RH26 at checkout to get a full month for free. If you're a designer who's tired of watching your work get lost in translation, or a developer who's tired of rebuilding designs that already exist, this is the tool. Try it and let me know what you build in the comments.